At the kitchen, Vine was waiting for Jungkook to come down and join her for the dinner, but half hour was past and he didn't came. She shook her head and looked at the room. Vine, it will be third time I will call for him. She sighed and stood up and went towards the door. Jungkook and Vine both were married from past 10 months. Their marriage was arranged by their parents. Jungkook was cold in nature. It's not like he was with Vine, but it was his nature, and Vine knew it from the start. Opening the door, she came inside only to saw Jungkook sitting on bed while having laptop. His whole focus was on it, but that he didn't knew when Vine came inside. From past 1 week, he is behaving a little bit different, not taking care of himself, and he is always on work. But when he is at home, he is busy with his files and work. Why, Jungkook? Jungkook took a glance at her with a cold expression, but then shifted his focus on laptop. Wine, let's have dinner, then you can continue with your work. Jungkook, I'm a little bit busy, Wine. You go and have it. Wine, Jungkook, you are not taking care of yourself. You didn't even had lunch. Please come downstairs. Jungkook looked at her, being a little irritated. Please don't disturb me, Wine. I'm busy. I don't have time for all that. Vine took a step forward. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I didn't mean to ruin it. I was just worried about you and Jungkook. I'm not a child, Vine. I can take care of myself. I don't need your care. Leave from here now. Vine looked at him, having tears in her eyes. He was only glaring at her. Vine turned around and left from there with sad heart, and he brushed his hairs at the back. He kicked the bed and again started working on that file which was ruined now. Jungkook. Everything was going fine in my life. I was a successful business along with the Mafia King. I had powers on others. My parents arranged my marriage with Vine and I didn't had any objection. She is a nice girl, I can see that in her personality and care, but things changed when my rivals took over the control on the industry. My is in downfall. I lost many shares and then I started getting they were targeting my parents and my wife Vine. I didn't want them to get involved with this, and for that I had to work hard to get my position back. I was already frustrated with all that. And now I have shouted on her. Jungkook was feeling bad, but still he was worried for his work. He knew he had to work hard to get his position back, or else his rivals will do anything to hurt him and his family. At evening, when Jungkook came back, Vine was still not home. He called her many times, but her phone was switched off. He was getting worried, but still he waited for her. At night around 9, Jungkook stood up from the couch when he saw Vine coming inside the house. He waited for her to approach him, but to his surprise, she didn't even look at him and tried to go upstairs. Jungkook, Vine. She stopped but didn't turn around. Jungkook, where were you? Wine with friends, she said without turning back, making him frown. She never talked with him like this. He was about to say something, but Wine left from there. After a few minutes, he went inside the room to call her for dinner. He closed his eyes, realizing his mistake. He knew he had to work hard. He went towards the bed and slept beside her. Vine opened her eyes with the thought that he didn't had his dinner. She also lied to him. She was alone outside the house and she herself didn't had her dinner. But she knew she can't give up like that. Next day when Jungkook woke up, he saw Vine in the room using her phone. He got freshened up and came outside only to find her there. He went towards her and tried to sit beside her, but she stood up and was about to go out, but Jungkook held her, making her stop. Jungkook, Vine, please don't ignore me like that. Listen to me. I'm sorry, Vine, for what I did that night. I was stressed because of my work and I couldn't think properly. Vine, leave my hand. I have to go somewhere. Jungkook, Vine, please at least look at me. Look, trust me, I'm not lying. I was already frustrated because of my work and before he could complete, Vine jerked his hand, making him shocked, and she said coldly, don't give me these useless excuses, Jungkook. I don't know. When men like you will understand that you have to keep your office life separate from your private life. Vine dashed out of the room and he looked at her going away. He knew she was right. His work should be only limited to the office, not at home. Her words were enough to make him understand that she was hurt badly, and the reason was him. He couldn't stop her because he didn't find words in front of her. He looked down, being hurt because he hurted her, which he himself didn't want it, but still it happened. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.